by 5, 8.5 remaining. Fourth quarter of this Game 7, our Wendy's quality matchup. Now, Bynum obviously done for the Lakers, but they're in the conference finals, and we'll face the winner of San Antonio and New Orleans. Great game tomorrow night on TNT from the Bayou. Meanwhile, who will play the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals? The Celtics' big three trying to make sure it's Boston. Garnett hasn't had to score a lot. He has 12 rebounds. Ray Allen on the bench right now after another tough shooting afternoon. Doc Rivers going with Rondo, Posey, Garnett, Pierce, and P.J. Brown. Pierce has just been brilliant today. On the pull-up. Puts it in. What a tough shot from Paul Pierce.
Has the package offensively. Obviously, this afternoon has a rhythm. Clearing the way, isolation, knocking down the jump shot as LeBron is on his heels.
37 now for Paul Pierce. LeBron James kicks it out. The extra pass. Pavlovich wide open. And that's a two-pointer. His foot on the line. Well, the Cavs getting some wide open looks.
And that's a bad mistake by Pavlovich. You got your time to get your feet set, get behind the line, know where you are. You don't shoot long, too. So that three-pointer is going to be a big factor.
Garnett, double team. And comes up short. P.J. Brown lays it in on the follow. The veteran with a big bucket.
And that's why when you talk about the Hornets, when you talk about the Celtics, they both were pursuing P.J. Brown, a big man that you can trust.
Crowd on its feet again, although urged on by the noise meter here. James, that's a three. It's good. LeBron James from downtown. And it's back to a 4-point game. 37 for LeBron.
I can see why this young man says he's never desperate. Any team that he's on is never desperate. Making plays down the stretch.
James and Pierce putting on a show for the fans. Garnett, hard drive, lost it, gets it back. Brown to Rondo, the flip shot, way short, gets his own rebound. Shot clock at 2, he's not going to get it off in time. And a whistle, and I believe he stepped out of bounds.
Well, that's just high screen and roll. Posey goes under, which is the right play. James makes the right read off of that, rises up. Love his balance on the jump shot tonight. He's sticking his landing like a good gymnast does.
What do you know about a good gymnast?
What don't I know about? Come on.
Mr. Olympics here. 6.5 remaining. Ilgauskas from way outside. A little bit further than he normally shoots it. Not a good shot there.
I tell you what, if I'm Doc Rivers, the ball has to be in the hands of Paul Pierce to close out this game. Anything else is inexcusable. Get the ball to Pierce.
Pierce on a drive, on the pull-up. It's good. 39 for Pierce.
No, when you're coaching in this league, it's what's working. Well, Paul Pierce is what's working. Get him the ball and get out of his way.
James and Pierce going back and forth at each other. James will try another three. Knocks it down. Back-to-back threes for LeBron James. And it's 83-80. Garnett dumps it down.
I would absolutely obliterate my team for getting beat down the floor after a make in a Game 7. Where are you and how much do you want to win? Run back.
James, will he try it again from downtown? Yes, he will. Not that time. Pierce the rebound. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining. Celtics by 5.
And we know where the basketball is going. It's up to Pierce whether to do it for himself or find the open guy.
Knocked it off the leg. James, excellent defense to force the turnover. And the Celtics will call a timeout. Doc Rivers claiming that LeBron James grabbed Pierce's jersey. 2 NBA All-Stars putting on a remarkable performance here in Boston in Game 7. Oh, he did grab it.
You think?
Oh, officials missed that one. And the Celtics turn it over. 5-point game with 5 to play.
The 2008 NBA Playoffs on ABC. Brought to you by Dodge. Live life to the fullest. Dodge. Grab life. And Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It's in the NBA. Is it in you?
Back in Boston for Game 7. We've had so many in this city. And right now the Celtics lead by 5 with 5:01 remaining. Two extraordinary performances from LeBron James and Paul Pierce in a Game 7. We've seen some just spectacular performances over the years. Clyde Frazier and the Knicks winning back in 1970. Bill Russell and the Celtics winning. All 4 of them, Bird and James Worthy in his 88 finals. All 4 were winners. One of these two are going to have a great performance and come out a loser.
Well, the great players say, get out of my way. It's time for me to make a play. Pierce is doing that on his end.
And again, this one was well defended too. James just rose up and stuck the 3. The question is, what do you do about him? You just hope you get one of those 2 guys in the draft. That's what makes you a great team.
Under 5 to play. Again, the Celtics have led the entire game by as many as 13 in the first half, by as many as 10 in the second half. James, Garnett on him. Shot clock down to 5. James on the drive, gets inside, tough shot, he knocks it down. And it's back to 3.
And I'm going to say this right now. I am in a double team and blitz LeBron James on every pick and roll. Anybody but LeBron James, I want shooting the ball right now.
And there's a foul on James. That's his 4th. Cavs not in the penalty, only the 3rd team foul.
And you watch Pierce and LeBron this afternoon, and it's proof that great offense beats great defense any day of the week. Kevin Garnett couldn't have played this any better. Does a good job of staying in front, contesting, but LeBron with the floor.
Pierce again, calling for it. Good defense from James. Here's the double team on Wallace and a blocking foul on Ben Wallace. That's the 4th team foul. Celtics will inbound once again. It's James helping up the former Defensive Player of the Year. And again, nobody with 5. A host of players with 4. Pierce looking for Garnett. Garnett tied up. Shot clock at 5. P.J. Brown sets the screen. Pierce short. Brown tips it back out. P.J. Brown making big plays here in the 4th quarter. Pierce spinning back out to Garnett. And Rondo will try and reset. Good defense from West. Pierce to Garnett again. Tough shot. It's good. Celtics by 5.
Smart play by Rondo. Pull it out as opposed to doing something that your team will pay the price. Get Kevin Garnett on the block with a big-time move.
James has been dominant. Posey falls down. Now it's Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas off the dribble and a foul before the shot. Celtics not in the penalty. So the Cavs will inbound with 14 on the shot clock.
If I'm Boston, I give strong consideration to hack a bin right now.
And the Cavs will call timeout. Perhaps that'll be a topic discussed in the Boston huddle.
You talk about the big ticket, get him the basketball down the stretch, a little dream shake, goes baseline, knocks it down. Celtics loving it, and KG says, this is my house.
3:19 remaining, 4th quarter of Game 7 for Boston. The 92nd Indianapolis 500 presented by GoDaddy.com will be on ABC Sunday, May 25th. Coverage begins at noon Eastern, featuring all the top drivers in American open wheel racing for the first unified Indy 500 since '95. These two guys just exhilarating here in this Game 7.
Offensively, Pierce knocks down a jumper, isolation. LeBron does the same thing on his end. They're playing a game. Anything you can do, I can do better. One guy saying, no, I can't. The other, yes, I can. The question is, where does it end? LeBron isolation against KD. Everybody out of my way. I'm going to take advantage of this matchup. Both guys spectacular to close out this game.
I'm going to tell where it ends for me if I'm Doc Rivers. I'm either hacking a bin or I am going to double team LeBron James every single time he touches it, no matter the situation.
West, James, Ilgauskas, Wallace, and Pavlovich. James kicks it out. Pavlovich in the corner. This time they get out on him. West with 6 on the shot clock. West on the drive. And a foul. So Delonte West will go to the line for 2. Garnett picks up his 4th.
And I'm very impressed with Delonte West in this game. He is not afraid of having some of the offensive burden shift to him in crucial situations.
Not afraid of the big moment. West, who played his college ball at St. Joe's, his first 3 years here with the Celtics. He loved playing for Boston. Was shocked when he heard he was traded to Seattle in the Ray Allen deal. And was very pleased when he went to Cleveland to get back on a playoff team. And he's got 14 points, 5 assists, and it's a 4-point game. Just a tough player. Ray Allen sitting here in the 4th in another rough day shooting, 1 for 6. Two clutch free throws. 3-point game with 3 minutes remaining. Rondo to Pierce. Wallace all over Garnett. Garnett backing in. Back to Pierce. They look to double Garnett. Rondo flips it up. Won't go. P.J. Brown again. Right place, right time. And Rondo is hurt. Now he gets up. P.J. Brown coming up huge here in the 4th. And then he mauls Ilgauskas. And they got to be careful. That one very close. As he dragged him down, Celtics caught napping in transition.
Bad play, not getting back. But if you're Rondo right now, you have to understand, you're not being defended. That time, West double KG on the block. You have to be ready to catch and make plays. P.J. Brown, good foul, not allowing Ilgauskas to get the 3-point play.
That should have been a flagrant.
I'm just saying, if it's going to be refereed consistently, that's a flagrant foul. And I hate the idea of that rule coming in and having an impact at the end of the game. And yet, what you're searching for is consistency.
Right. It's the rule. The rule doesn't state unless it's in the final minutes of an important playoff game.
It should.
The rule, right?
It should. That should be in the rule.
Ilgauskas hits 2 clutch free throws.
And again, the ball's going to be in Rondo's hands, but Delonte West is going to roam right now.
In a series that has featured tough defense and some rough shooting, guys are making shots. James with the steal. Here he goes. And James makes it a 1-point game with 2:20 to play. And this is the closest the Cavs have been since the opening minutes. They've never led. And now trail by a point. LeBron James with 44 points and his defense doing it again.
And you look at Posey, tried to run down and get to him and foul him, but LeBron too quick, excellent defense. I'll meet you at the rim. Nobody there, knocks it down. Big play by LeBron.
The Celtics and Cavs fighting to go on to the Eastern Conference Finals. 2:20 remaining here in Game 7. 2:20 remaining in what has been a thrilling game. Paul Pierce has been absolutely extraordinary with 39 points. But LeBron James now with 44, including a great steal. And now it's a 1-point game. And Ray Allen, who's been sitting for a long time, is back in, along with Eddie House. So Doc Rivers making some changes here down the stretch.
The reason why you make those changes is because you're struggling to score offensively. So you bring in 2 knockdown shooters. Allen's struggling, but both guys have to be defended.
But both guys are coming in cold off the bench with 2 and change left. Very difficult to ask them to knock it in.
Garnett turns. Rolls around, doesn't go. James the rebound.
I don't agree with posting up Kevin Garnett. Great player, but keep the ball in the hands of Pierce and spread the floor with shooting.
Pierce is back on James with Posey on the bench now. Shot clock down to 7. James to Pavlovich. Into Wallace. Back to James. A 3. Won't go. P.J. Brown the rebound. And the ball back in Pierce's hands. Celtics have led the entire game, trying to hang on and advance to the conference finals. Pierce, House. Brown the jump shot. Puts it in. P.J. Brown, the unlikely hero. And the Celtics go up by 3 with 1:21 remaining. What a performance from the veteran here in the fourth quarter. And the Cavs call timeout.
Talk about veterans, talk about experience. P.J. Brown, what you going to do when the ball is swung to you? Steps in rhythm, knocks it down, and throws his hands up.
P.J. Brown off the bench gives the Celtics a 3-point lead, but still plenty of time to go.
Game's on the line, and you're looking at a full.
For the Celtics right now, 91-88, 1:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter of Game 7. Just what you'd hope for in a Game 7 as a fan. Certainly a little tense for the Cavs and Celtics fans. But what a great performance from some individual guys, but an unlikely hero, P.J. Brown, stepping up.
Well, he's got a tip-in. He's got a made jumper. I thought Eddie House passed up a wide-open shot, and P.J. Brown bailed him out. What can Brown do for you? It's not a UPS commercial.
I like the substitution by Mike Brown, bringing in Joe Smith and taking out Ben Wallace. A liability on the offensive end, so now another guy that has to be defensive.
P.J. Brown didn't start the season in the NBA, was out of the league, didn't sign till February, played only 18 games regular season. This is the most points he scored all season, but he picked a perfect time for the Boston Celtics.
About Rondo back in the ball game along with Posey. Defensive purposes. You need a stop.
James, they get out of his hands. Delonte West, no good. Rebound, fought for, scrambled for, and they're going to call a jump ball. Good hustle from both teams as Ilgauskas just dives on the floor on top of Posey.
And this is good unselfish play. This is a set play from the timeout. Able to get Delonte West a wide open look. Not able to knock it down.
Ilgauskas with the height advantage here with exactly a minute remaining. Celtics clinging to a 3-point lead. Both teams are in the penalty. Both teams with multiple timeouts remaining.
And watch Kevin Garnett overpower Pavlovich and try to steal this jump ball as Ilgauskas goes up and most likely will win the tip.
And he's looking right at LeBron James. Posey trying to get a head start. Ilgauskas on the second tip. Pierce comes up with it and calls timeout. He gets the timeout. Paul Pierce making every big play for the Celtics today.
This is something you go over in training camp. How to form a sandwich to be able to tip it into two guys. Here, Pierce does a great job of cutting James off and beating him to the loose ball. These are the little things that you have to cover in training camp and make sure you execute down the stretch of close games.
You see the emotion of Paul Pierce. As we said, he spent his entire 10-year career here with Boston. Some rough years, especially recently. Last year's 24-win disaster. He at times thought he wasn't going to finish his career here. Thought he might be traded in this offseason. But then it all changed when first Ray Allen acquired, then Kevin Garnett. And now having a special year with what could be a special team, but still plenty of time left.
Yeah, but that's a mistake on James's part. That's a block out. He's got to know you've got the advantage on the jump. You know where they're going to try to tip it. You've got to hit Paul Pierce. Just like a defensive rebound, this has to be a block out. Pavlovich trying to do his job. Pierce, good strength. That's just a flat-out mistake by a guy having a tremendous game in LeBron James.
And a flat-out hustle play from Paul Pierce. Celtics now down to one timeout. LeBron James has been remarkable. He has carried this team here on the road in a Game 7, but they still trail by 3 with 58.1 left. Celtics will have the ball right now. Again, what's been impressive here in the fourth, in a series dominated by defense and low field goal percentage, guys are making big shots. And some clutch free throws as well.
And Delonte West had a chance to knock in a tying 3. Wide open, as Mark said, good set play.
I think if you're Ray Allen or you're Eddie House right now, you are waiting for the basketball to be swung your way. You are shooters. Get in position because you're not asked to make the play. You're asked to knock down a shot.
Delonte West will try some tough ball denial on Eddie House. Eddie had fresh blowing his whistle for something.
And Eddie House has to make sure if he's going to be asked to initiate the offense that he handles the ball. Delonte West, good ball pressure. House, not a true point guard.
What the discussion is here is whether or not on the timeout they can advance the ball.
Which absolutely they can. Coming off a jump ball.
Right.
The ball was not passed. Caught. Possession, timeout, can advance, and a good decision so they don't have to advance the ball up the court.
And I think if you're Doc Rivers, you don't want Eddie House handling the basketball. Right away off the inbounds, gets it to Paul Pierce.
Here's telling Garnett to go away. James has played some great defense in this series. Is holding it. Shot clock at 8. Pierce making his move. Finding Garnett. Garnett's jumper won't go. Rebound, LeBron James. Half minute to go. James looking on the drive. Gets inside. Tough shot. Misses, and Garnett the rebound. Now they have to foul. Pierce ahead to Allen. They have to foul. And they're finally due with 18.8 seconds remaining. And one of the premier free throw shooters in the NBA will go to the line.
I thought James had a pull-up 3 in transition right here to tie it and get a 2-for-1. Now he's attacking. Ben Wallace is in the game. Not enough offense. He's forced to take an off-balance jump shot.
I agree with you. Bad defense by the Celtics. Realize the only thing that could tie the game was a 3. They actually allowed LeBron James to dribble to the line.
Allen has been the best free throw shooter in the playoffs. He's now 31 for 32 in this year's postseason. And he gives them a 4-point lead, 2-possession game. Incredible numbers from the line. 2 clutch free throws from Ray Allen. And the Celtics go up.
Now, this almost seems like an intentional foul here by Paul Pierce, not allowing LeBron to get to the cup, forcing him to go to the line.
Well, that was dangerous. Again, with his strength and ability to get a shot off even after getting fouled. And he misses a free throw. Every free throw so huge right now. And that could be such a costly miss for the Cavs.
Outstanding job by Doc Rivers inserting guys in and out offensively and defensively down the stretch in this fourth quarter.
Conley puts that one in. 4-point game. Cavs will try and steal, and then they'll foul. And they do so on Eddie House.
And I've always disagreed with allowing the ball in so easily and then just fouling immediately. I think you need to try to, down 4, trap and force a turnover before you just put guys to the line.
This is Eddie House's first free throw attempts of the playoffs. During the regular season, he was tremendous. 92%. Doesn't get there often. But he hasn't taken a free throw since the regular season. And we say it comes down to knocking down free throws.
You know, Mike, I was going to say it, but I wanted to be careful and make sure it went in. But you talk about Ray Allen, you talk about Eddie House. Give me these guys to shoot 2 free throws 30 years from now. Forget about tonight. 30 years from now, they're knockdown shooters. They're great shooters. They've been doing this their entire lives.
House has played well. T.J. Brown has played well. They've helped out what has been a scintillating performance from that man, Paul Pierce, to try and hold off what's been a remarkable performance from LeBron James.
And if I'm Mike Brown, I'm not taking a timeout. I'm trying to get a 3 in transition.
Clutch free throws from the Celtics. Back up by 6. 2-possession game. James kicks it out. Pavlovich for 3. Puts it in. 3-point game with 8.6 remaining. And there Pierce is fouled, and this one not over yet.
Bad play by Paul Pierce. Cannot help on the three-point shooter. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to stay at home on the shooter. Leaves Pavlovich off the penetration by LeBron James. Allow LeBron to get all the way to the cup. It doesn't matter. Helps, and he pays the price.
And again, you'd almost be better fouling guys than letting them have three-point attempts. And now Pierce will go to the line.
You let LeBron get to the cup. You don't help in that position. Paul Pierce has to stay home.
Well, Allen hit 2. House hit 2. Now it's Pierce, who's also a very good free throw shooter and has been tonight. 2 of the biggest free throws of his career right now. It goes in. 40 points for Pierce. And a huge sigh of relief as the lead goes up to 4. Boy, did it get quiet when he was about to shoot.
And he didn't like that release at all. He got a fortunate break, and they will take it.
Unfortunately, there's really not much pressure right now, even though it seemed like it. Up 3, you have a chance to shoot 2 foul shots. If you're Pierce, knock down 1, it makes life tough for the Cavs.
Clutch free throws again. And the lead is 5. Cavaliers will call their final timeout. And now we'll need a miracle to pull this one out with 7.9 seconds remaining. As Pierce was about to shoot the first one, boy, did the crowd get so quiet. Watch them. And they erupt. An unlikely way for it to go through the basket, but Pierce will take it. Phew, he says. All right, Jeff, still 7.9. Again, the Cavs would need a miracle, but you got to try and do it. What do they do here?
Well, you're shooting a 3. You're getting the ball to LeBron James. He's raising up, and then you're trying to foul, but you have to give yourself enough time. So if you foul and they miss and you only need a 3, you got enough time to bring it up in transition.
Again, the key for Cleveland, they're out of timeouts. West will inbound. Often you see the guy who throws the inbound pass get it back right away for a 3-point attempt. West has hit some 3s already here this afternoon. James gets it, fires up a quick 3. Won't go. Smith the rebound, back out, stolen by House, and that'll do it. The Celtics are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2002. What a tough defeat for LeBron James. A spectacular performance after what was a spectacular season for him. Well, how about Paul Pierce? Magnificent with 41 points. And the Celtics will now face the Pistons starting Tuesday night. Just extraordinary for Pierce, who had his ups and downs in this series. They did an excellent job defensively. But the longtime Celtic coming through in one of the biggest games of his life. Let's go to Michelle.
Wow, Paul. Facing elimination. You're the guy that's been on this team for so long. 40 points. But how would you describe the last 3 minutes of this game?
Longest 3 minutes of my life, man. You just see the clock, you want to run out, but you got to go out and win the game, man. The Cavs are a hell of a team. They're the Eastern Conference champs from a year ago, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy, but we overcame, baby. We love it.
I think it was about 8.9 seconds on the clock, or 7.9. You go to the line. You shoot your first free throw. Someone said to me, Red Auerbach tipped that in. It looked like it just got a roll. What was that like?
Red was definitely in the building tonight. Hey, we're at home. Red is watching over us, so we love it, baby. Hey, whatever we got to do to get the win, I'm lost for words, man.
First time back since 2002. You were here then as well. What does it mean to you to get back to the finals?
It's a special feeling because you wait so long and you cherish these moments to where you can play in the Eastern Conference Finals for a shot to play in the championship. I've waited all my career to get back to this point, and I'm going to cherish it the most.
Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
Back-to-back Game 7 wins for the Celtics. First round against Atlanta. They had to do it again. They still haven't won on the road, but nobody cares in Celtic land right now. They're perfect at home and still playing basketball in late May as they take Game 7 from the Cavaliers, and they'll face the Pistons. Oh, what a great game for the NBA fan to watch. And Jeff, you just mentioned it to me, is reminiscent. Pierce and LeBron James, like Larry Bird and Dominique Wilkins. It was the Celtics who emerged with the...
Well, just an incredible performance by those two guys. And I give the Cavaliers a lot of credit. I don't think they have the talent to play with the Celtics or in the upper echelon of the East. But because of LeBron James's greatness, they did a very good job over the last 5 games of this series.
And Kevin Garnett will go back to the conference finals for the second time. He was there with Minnesota. Pierce for the second time. Ray Allen for the second time. He did it with Milwaukee. And this time their opponent will be the Pistons, who the Celtics beat 2 out of 3 games during the regular season. And the series will start right back here Tuesday and Thursday. Games here in Boston on ESPN, 8:30 Eastern Time. Then the series will shift for games 3 and 4 next Saturday and Monday. Saturday's game from the Palace of Auburn Hills on ABC. Next Monday, back on ESPN. So a thrilling Game 7 here from Boston, just like the good old days, say the Celtic fans. Final score, the Celtics 97, the Cavs 92. Next on ABC, except on the West Coast, ABC World News or your local news. So for Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Michelle Tafoya, and our entire terrific ABC crew, this is Mike Breen saying so long from Boston. You're watching ABC Sports, home of the NBA Finals.